Scorecard, where I ask you to bring your scorecard and an explanation, not just simply your opinion. I am your host, Cedric Ben. I've been a high level amateur boxing coach for almost 20 years now. I'm an assistant coach with Team Canada. I've had numerous champions, male and female. And later on this year, I'll have my first professional boxer have his debut in a couple of months. All right, let's get into it. This past weekend, we had a classic female match in the welterweight division between Mikaela Mayer and Sandy Ryan. Let's get right into the scorecard. This was for 10 rounds, and Mikaela Mayer actually moved up for this challenge against Sandy Ryan from the UK. Let's give their records first. So the challenger, Mikaela Mayer from USA, coming in with a record of 20 wins with 5 KOs, only 2 losses. Her only 2 losses was to Natasha Jones, which I thought was a very close one. I thought she could have won that one. And her other one was to Alicia Bumgarner a little while back. Sandy Ryan from the UK comes in with a record of 7 wins with 3 knockouts, only 2 losses herself. Very strong puncher, more of a fighter, but very good skills to match her fighting spirit. All right, let's get into it. So round 1, and this was I hope people scored this one because this was a very close match. It went all 10 rounds. And I actually scored 5 rounds marked as close rounds, which means it could have went either way. So my final scorecard was 97-93 for Sandy Ryan. I know the judge, let me double check what the judges had it. I know one of the judges had it 97-93 for Mikaela Mayer. So one judge had it, 97-93. 2 other judges had it 96-94 and 95-95. So one judge had it a draw. The other judge had it Mikaela winning by 1 round, and the third one had it wide. I had it wide the other way. But again, 5 close rounds, which means it could have went the other way. So I could understand that. So round 1, I gave the first round to Mikaela Mayer. She just had the better jab. She landed more. Sandy Ryan landed some crosses, some good right hands from her orthodox stance, but I think Mikaela Mayer just simply boxed her better in that first round. Second round was the first round I marked as a close round. I marked the winner as Sandy Ryan for that second round. I thought her aggression, she had effective aggression. You know, it's not just about being fighting crazy and fighting forward, but being effective with your aggressiveness. I thought Sandy Ryan did a good job of that. Mikaela Mayer, she did a good job boxing, backing up, but just not enough to win the round. So even though it was a close round, I gave that second round to Sandy Ryan. Third round, I also marked as a close round, but I gave that one to Mikaela Mayer, just barely. Both of them had great exchanges, but Mikaela Mayer did slightly better. Round 4, it was close, but Mikaela Mayer, she separated herself in the last 30 seconds. It was going either way in that 4th round, but in the last 30 seconds, Mikaela Mayer definitely separated herself with the combinations and just finishing strong in general. Round 5, and here's the thing. I'll tell you right now, from round 5 to 10, for the rest of the fight, I gave each round to Sandy Ryan. Oh, what up? We got somebody in the chat. Hello, fan. Where are you from? Currently in Windsor, Ontario. Originally from Montreal, Canada, but currently in Windsor, Ontario. Yes. Where are you from? Let me know in the chat and put your scorecard in the comment section if you watch this fight. Round 5, Sandy Ryan was just simply busy. I gave that round to Sandy Ryan. Round 6, I marked it as a close round. Even though Mikaela Mayer finished the round strong, Sandy Ryan still owned most of the round. She still owned most of the round. So Mikaela finished strong, and I marked it as a close round, but I still have to give it to Sandy Ryan. Round 7, I thought was clear for Sandy Ryan. Because I got the highlights on my other laptop here. Round 7 was clear for Sandy Ryan. Round 8, again, Sandy Ryan was owning the fight at this point. I thought that Mikaela Mayer in that 8th round she wasn't fighting to fight back or to win the round, but more fighting to keep your opponent the opponent off of her. So I thought that was clear for Sandy Ryan. Round 9 and 10, I marked both as close rounds. So round 9, my notes for round 9 was very close, but just barely for Sandy Ryan. And I'm not paying attention as I'm marking these rounds. I'm not paying attention to which round I gave the previous round to. So yeah, and then round 10, I didn't have no notes for round 10, but I marked it also as a close round. But again, I had to give that close round to Sandy Ryan. So there you have it, 5 close rounds. Out of the 10 rounds, 5 rounds could have went either way. So even though 97-93 sounds like a wide scorecard, I can understand how one of the judges had it 97-93 the other way. So there you have it. That's why it's important to score fights, man, because even though this was only 10 rounds and not 12 rounds, people think that a fight is not that long and you can clearly remember what happened. But even in this 10-round fight, even though it's only 2-minute rounds, by the time you get to especially in the earlier rounds when it's back and forth, like I said, round 2 and 3, I marked as close rounds. So it's going back and forth. By the time it gets to the 8th, 9th, and 10th round, it's already been 25 minutes, with a minute break in between each round. It's already been close to a half an hour since the second or third round. So it's hard to remember in detail what happened earlier in the fight for people that didn't score the fight to say, well, I just thought this person won. That was the main thing. It happens in a lot of fights, but in recent years, a controversial scorecard was Devin Haney versus Lomachenko, where I scored it a close fight for Devin Haney because in the earlier rounds, there was a lot of close rounds. I just gave some of those close rounds to Devin Haney. Lomachenko definitely finished the fight strong, but I just thought, Haney did enough to win it. This is the same thing here. A lot of people that didn't score the fight are saying that Mikaela Mayer, they thought Mikaela Mayer won the fight because she finished strong, and which she did. Round 6, out of the last 5 rounds, 3 out of the 5 rounds I marked as close rounds. So I can understand that, but if you didn't score it, you can't just confidently say this person won, right? So there you have it. This was a short one today. If you haven't done it yet, make sure you press the like button so it could get into the views of other people, and subscribe and tell a friend to tell a friend. If you have any questions or concerns, you can email me at cedricbenn@gmail.com, CEDRICBENN@gmail.com. All right, have a good rest of your day, and I'll be back soon. Peace.